Hey guys, it's Dragon Rockstar here. I'm actually coming with you guys with a weird but unique deck profile. Now, I do still play the Tearalaments, even though with this upcoming new ban list that just came out. I'm still going to try it out and see how well it works. Now, I am playing a little bit more different stuff in the side deck like I previously have done before, but I'm going to come with the main deck, extra deck, and side deck, and this has a twist. Now, those of you guys are probably going to be wondering why I'm playing this for certain things, because some of the cards in this deck can actually get rid of certain things. So let's just go ahead and get started with the main deck real quick. For the main deck, I play triple Tearament Sharon, triple Tearament Havis. Those are the only three of the Tearaments I currently play. Everyone already knows what most of these guys do. Sharon allows you to discard a card to special summon it to send the top three. Havis is basically a hand trap that allows you to kind of combo off a little bit or get stuff in the graveyard going. So that's it for the three ofs. For the two ofs, two Reinhardt and then two Merlin. Now these two are really actually unique and they actually allow me to combo off even more. Reinhardt is basically a little bit more of a twist with the extra deck, and then Merlin is just basically they go to level 2. Then here comes the twist. Now a lot of you guys are probably going to be questioning why I play these certain cards, but let's go ahead. I play Tearament Fluffals. Now, Fluffals are a very unique combo heavy deck. You basically allows you, it has draw power, it has turbo power, it allows a lot more special summons, and it has a lot more effects using the graveyard. Now, I play Fluffals because of the certain card in the extra deck that allows me to get rid of problematic cards when summoned. It doesn't matter if I banish it from my hand or special summon it by any other means necessary. For the Fluffals, of course, the triple Fluffal Dog. That's self-explanatory, because this is basically one of the best normal summons in the deck, in my personal opinion. It allows you to get whatever you need to your hand as quickly as possible. Triple Fluffal Wing. These are the only two I play three ofs. Fluffal Wing is basically your draw power. Fluffal Dog is basically your search power. So these are pretty much self-explanatory. For the two ofs, two Fluffal Bear, two Fluffal Penguin, and then two Fluffal Dolphin. Bear allows you to search Toy Vendor or get you a polymerization from your graveyard. I've only ever used its effect maybe once or twice. I never really came to that point. Fluffal Penguins, you're basically your special summon and your draw power at the same time. Basically, it allows you, during your main phase, special summon a Fluffal monster from your hand, or you can draw 2, discard 1. So it's pretty much like a draw 2 but discard it. And then Fluffal Dolphin is a little bit different. It basically allows you to reset your Toy Vendor, or when it's sent to the graveyard, I believe allows you to shuffle into your deck one of your polymerizations or fusion spell cards that you use for that turn. So basically allows you to recycle like Poly and other things of that nature, which I think is really, really good. For the Edgem monsters, 2 Edgem Sights, 2 Edgem Chains, 2 Edgem Sabers. I play 2 of each one because sometimes they can be all bricks and sometimes they can turbo out pretty well. Edgem Scythe is basically a hand drop during your opponent's turn. It allows you to fusion summon during your opponent's turn. So basically, even if your opponent negates all your face-up fusions or whatever on your side of the board during their turn, once they negate all your stuff, you can use Edgem Scythe to kind of like give them more of an issue or problem during their turn, which I think is really good. Edgem Chain, self-explanatory, and then Edgem Sabers is self-explanatory. I play 2 instead of 1. Most people like to play 1. I like 2, especially because it's a free special summon. So that's also a reason why I like it. That's it for the Edgems. Now for like the one of monsters that I play 1 Knight Sword Serpent, 1 Blackwing Zephyros Elite. It's in a different language, so those of you that see it in a different way. 1 Gizmek Orochi, 1 Deserto, and 1 Place Spreader Zombie. Now Deserto I might end up cutting to play Place Spreader Zombie more, because Place Spreader Zombie, once you get 2 level 4s and him, can get out one of my favorite synchro monsters in the game. And then Black Gizmek, self-explanatory, free summon, allows you to turbo off a little bit more. Zephyros Elite, same thing, free special summon, and it allows you to bounce back some of the cards you need, so you can come off even more. And then this is because it's a free level 4 free special summon. I'm also tempted on playing Revival Golem as well. I think that'd be also a unique level 4 to play in the deck as well when it's sent from the filler deck or sent from the deck to the graveyard, it allows you to get a special summon. So that's why I'm thinking of that. For the spell cards, for the 3 ofs, I play triple Primitive Planet, triple Tearalaments Scream. Wait a minute a second. Triple Toy Vendor, triple Fluffal Patchwork, and then triple Tactics Talent. These are all self-explanatory. Primitive Planet, self-explanatory. Tearalaments Scream is because I just want more cards in the graveyard. Toy Vendor is because it works perfect for the Fluffal package. Fluffal Patchwork, same things for the Edge and Chains and Fluffal Factory. It's perfectly for helping you get polymerization and Edge and Chain to your hand. And then Triple Tactics Talent is because I needed a card that allows me to get a plus. Allows me to get pluses or allows me to kind of mess with my opponent for a bit. I'm also thinking of playing Forbidden Droplets or Dark Whirling Amours, but for this deck, Forbidden Droplet might be your best bet more than Dark Whirling Amours because you really want to OTK your opponent. So, yeah. For the 2 of, I play double Polymerization and then double Foolish Burial of the Goods. Foolish Burial of the Goods is because you can also send your Tearlaments traps to the graveyard, spells, things of that nature, and it allows you to come off with the Fluffals a little bit more too. And then double Polymerization because you play Fluffal Patchwork. So yeah. Then for the 1 ofs, 1 Tearlaments Heartbeat, 1 Fluffal Fusion, 1 Terraforming, 1 Dark Hall, and then 1 Instant Fusion. I think these are all self-explanatory as the 1 ofs. These are basically your boss cards, your powerful cards, allow you to combo off and go from there. Then for the traps, and only the traps that I play in the deck is double Solik and then 1 Crack. These are self-explanatory. I play the Tearlaments package, so you have to play these traps. Let's go with I'll go with the extra deck next. For the extra deck, 1 Kaleido Heart, 1 Rikulu, if I pronounce that right, and then 1 Kit. These are all self-explanatory. These are the only fusions I will actually play. Kit, the reason why I don't play more than 1 is because you can always bounce it back with your Tearlaments and then summon out Ruluk or Kaleido, which I think are really powerful fusion monsters, and these 2 are really good to summon during your turn. But that's the only Tearlaments fusion monsters I play. For the Fluffal fusion monsters, I play Fluffal Tiger, Fluffal Kraken, Fluffal Coolwell. Now, Tiger is just to help to get rid of a lot of cards on your opponent's side of the board, and it's basically you can use a lot of your Fluffal monsters that's in the graveyard to kind of get rid of your opponent's cards. Fluffal Kraken is a good way to also get rid of your opponent's cards, as well as it can attack twice on your opponent's monsters. And then Fluffal Coolwell, I've actually done this only a couple times, and I'm actually tempted of boosting this up again to 2. I had it at 2 for the longest point, but then in certain formats or certain ways, certain tournaments, I didn't really go into it as often. But now, coming to this next format, this is really good because you can polymerization, send all your cards to the graveyard. It doesn't really matter if your opponent has Dimensional Fissure or whatever. You can use Fluffal Coolwell and just get rid of that card, as well as it, depending on your hand, you can combo off even more. So I'm tempted on boosting up Fluffal Coolwell a little bit more. It's just a real good way to get rid of your opponent's cards. And then it also allows you to get more of an attack boost out of it by sending one of your other Fluffal cards if you didn't summon it in that turn to give this an additional boost to kill your opponent for game. So, yeah. Then for the 1 of other fusions is Mud Dragon and then Homeboy here. I can't never pronounce his name right. I apologize. This is just self-explanatory. You use the Tearlaments monsters to fusion a lot, and then you can use Fluffal monsters as well to kind of fuse a little bit to some of these as well, which are pretty much self-explanatory. So yeah. For the rank force, 1 Abyss Dweller and then 1 Time Thief Redoer. I'm actually probably gonna end up cutting Time Thief Redoer and playing another little engine that I've been seeing that I can actually kind of do with the Snake Serpent and then the Fluffal Penguin as well as Dolphin. I'm getting to the points where I can summon Totally Awesome and Bahama Shark, and I'm thinking of playing them. It seems a little weird to play them cards, but they can actually kind of put another presence on the board to force your opponent to negate. So, yeah. 1 Baron the Fleur as the only synchro, and I've actually most often your inboard is probably going to be Baron de Fleur, Abyss Dweller, and maybe another Link or one of your fusions. Usually happens as that. And then Baron de Fleur is self-explanatory. Just gets rid of problematic cards, and it's just another big presence on the board. So, yeah. And then for the Link monsters, I play a small Link lineup. Also, in this game, this deck is all about OTKing your opponent and killing your opponent for game. So for the Links, I play one IP Masquerena, one Cross Sheep, and then one Sprite Spren. These are all self-explanatory as the one-ofs. Sprite Spren, it just allows you to get send Tearalaments Merlin to the graveyard so you can combo off even more. Cross Sheep is just another way to get another level 4 on the board so you can synchro summon, or allows you to help get back your tuners. And then IP Masquerena, it just gets into Sprite Spren. So these are all self-explanatory and allows you to combo off even more. And then for the last link is one Access Kotaker. Now he's been coming out a whole lot, as well as Fight for Cruel, and then Roku as a OTK. Now these guys are more sort of the powerful cards, and then Access Kotaker is just because you will end up with 3 different Link monsters in your graveyard: Dark, Fire, and Earth. Sometimes you'll probably end up with all 3 in the graveyard. Sometimes you'll just end up with 1 or 2. So it allows you to get rid of problematic cards, and it allows you to OTK your opponent that game too. That's it for the extra deck. For the side deck is a little bit different. You guys can actually play whatever you guys want to play. I'm playing this engine or this side deck because of the new format it's supposed to be coming up, and I'm just going to be testing as I go. So most often the side deck might always change. I like to show you guys a different side deck for you guys. That way you guys can figure out what you need for this format, and then what you can consider of switching if you don't have these cards as well. So for my side deck is the monsters I just use because I just want to get rid of my opponent's problematic cards, is 1 Raw Spear Mode, and then double Lava Golem, triple Lava Golem, I'm sorry. These guys are self-explanatory. They help get rid of your opponent's problematic cards, and in this deck you're more likely just to special summon a lot, so you're not really into the normal summon, because this deck is all based on special summoning. So Lava Golem is just self-explanatory. It just allows you to get rid of your opponent's problematic cards, as well as I'm also playing triple Nibiru. So these are self-explanatory. These are basically my going second cards to help me get around my opponent's card effects. And Lava Golems basically allows me to get rid of my opponent's cards. I like get rid of those negate monsters. And these just tribute, so it's self-explanatory. And then Nibiru is because usually you're probably going to go against another combo-heavy deck, and most often Nibiru basically allows you to get around that problematic cards and get rid of that. Just all together, I think these cards are really good in this format, and that's this format coming up. I know most often people are probably going to be playing Dimensional Future, Macrocosmo, Different Dimension Ground, things of that nature to kind of shut down the graveyard. This stuff is basically how you can get rid of your opponent's cards. Even though you don't have a graveyard to work with, you can still try to put a present on the board. That's where the Fluffals come in to kind of help you put a presence on the board. Even though you don't really need your graveyard, it just helps you get there. So this is basically self-explanatory in my personal opinion. For the rest of the side deck, I just don't like back row. Like I said, I don't like the Dimensional Fusion Macrocosmo coming off the list. So I play triple Cosmic Cyclone, 1 more Tearalaments Harpy's Feather Duster, and then triple Evilly Match. This is because I just do not like those cards, and I don't want those cards to be problems against me. So I play these cards instead. So, yeah, and they're all self-explanatory. Cosmic Cyclone, all that. And Mystic Mine is banned, so you don't really have to worry about that card, but there's a few other field spells that can be problematic against this deck, and like Necro Valley. Let me think. There's a few other field spells I just can't think on top of my head that could be problematic. Lost World is because your opponent can put more dinos on your side of the board, causing you to filling up your slots, which can be problematic because most of your Link monsters can't really do with that. But that's only if you go against dinos, of course. That's it for the side deck, extra deck, and main deck. I hope you guys do enjoy this deck profile, and let me know down in the comments below what other combinations would you guys like to see. I will also be trying to work on making a time schedule for me It's kind of hard at the moment because of my job and my environment and things of that nature, family and situations like that. But I'm going to try to upload a lot of my deck profiles. I'm going to try to show you guys my Crystal Beast deck profile. I'm going to be working on a Crystal Beast deck profile, so I hope you guys do enjoy and stay tuned for that. I am also working on my updated Hero deck profile, and I hope you guys stay tuned for that. Another thing that you could probably play in this deck that I'm not playing right now is Dark Claw. You could play this in this deck. It can put a more of a presence on your opponent's side of the board. For heroes, I am playing that in there, of course. You got to. And then I'm going to be trying to work on my updated Chaos Dragon Link deck profile. Now that's going to be a little bit more complex, and I'm going to explain a lot of different information on certain cards and why I play certain cards. But stay tuned for that as well. I'm working on trying to get a set schedule for me to upload videos and things, so I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope you guys do enjoy. Let me know down in the comments below what things I should change for this new upcoming format, and I will try my best to see what I can do with that. And I hope you guys do enjoy. Like always, Dragon Rockstar is signing out. Peace.